Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 3 of Mass Effect. Let's continue on, and somebody should check on Niall. Let's get some Mary Jail out. That's fine, we've got Mary Jail. You're okay. Now, we can actually go over here and do some stuff before we progress the story, so we can grab this medical kit. Gives us some Mary Jail over here in the corner. There is an upgrade kit that you can grab. More ammo upgrades, some actually really good ones, so we're going to equip them. So I've got hammerhead rounds, which isn't very good. Radioactive rounds decrease a target's cooldown reduction, so it makes them less likely to be able to use abilities. Not that great for this this bit of the game. Chemical rounds, however, adds 30% toxic damage, which is very good. We're gonna put those hammerhead rounds into my shotgun, because shotguns are really good for knocking enemies down. And the rest of them, the radioactive and anti-personnel, we're going to leave off just now. But yeah, that's a extra little bit of equipment that some people miss.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Pal. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform, probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
I love how the armor, you can tell, oh, I'm so glad I'm playing on HD now. I'm actually playing an HD game. It's not a PS2 or PS1 game. You can tell like the armor's scuffed and it's not perfect. So what Powell gave you there was a grenade explosive. If you don't have the Paragon Intimidate to do that, I think you just get some grenades. With that, you actually get a proper upgrade to your grenades, which you should probably equip. Like, right now, equip. The high explosive just does more damage, increases the radius, and knocks back more. So it's quite good, but you should probably equip it because... Wow, I missed a belter. I put it all the way over there. I was trying to be all cool and suave. Yeah, you should probably get it because look at this, and then completely messed up my throw. Controller I'm using feels a little bit weird. But yeah, you have a little bit of a fight on your hands to get to the cargo train. You can see your Medigel and your grenade count in the bottom left of the screen next to your squad mates' health and shields. Now this is actually a kind of difficult section because of one particular enemy, and it's that guy all the way down there. He's a difficult enemy that you want to be careful of. Right, I'm not trained, so no, we'll just keep it with the Banshee. So eventually he will just run at you. Right, you didn't get the opportunity to do that there, but he will sometimes just flat out storm like that. What I just done there, he'll do that to you. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Ashley, because you can actually do this, you can tell... Oh no, wait, she's blocked. I'm gonna run up. Can you, yes, switch to the Reaper. Sniper rifle. Is there a sensitivity option? No, I went. My sense, it feels a bit sticky. You know that way? It just feels a bit sticky. Up into 80. Combat. See how that feels. Be a lot better. It still feels a little bit sticky, like it's not responding very well to my... Do you know what it feels like? It feels like there's a dead zone, and it feels like there's a big dead zone. Got this medical kit. Yeah, it feels like there's a dead zone, like I'm moving, and it's just a little bit... I can live with it. It's fine, I can live with it. Right, so we are now here at the train controls. Let's just go ahead and use them. And we'll proceed to the spaceport where we think the beacon has been moved to.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
soundtrack in this game is really great. I've got to give props. So, okay, so here is the gimmick to this section of the game. There is bombs that will detonate.
The Geth must have planted them.
I think four of them,
We need
in
to
precise.
find them all and shut them down.
5 minutes though is more than enough time to get all of them. Like, you don't need to panic. There's some Geth about that will make things a little bit more difficult for you. But realistically, you do have plenty of time. See, if you rush across here and get over here, get this one. I can't believe I missed that.
Shields down.
Right, Ashley, oh, she's blocked. I don't actually know what blocked means. I think it means she's in the middle of using a power. She can't use another one. But you gotta be careful because there's sniper Geth here in this section, and there's also rocket Geth. Is a shock trooper, which is essentially a rocket Geth, which will make your life hell if you let them. That's a sniper Geth. Why did that take so long to kill? Yeah, this controller feels weird, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm moving, it feels very Dead Zone-y. I can live with it, but it's causing me some issues here and there. And oddly enough, toxic rounds work on synthetics. I don't understand that myself, but hey, I'm not going to complain. So we have the final, as you can see that wasn't too hard, we have the final charge over here.
Perimeter clear.
I don't think there's any equipment anywhere else, honestly. I don't think there is. So once you clear that final charge, you only have to go over here. Right here, let's see what it is. Shotgun, a sniper rifle, and some light armor. Let's have a look. Oh, we leveled up, I never even noticed. And this has happened, recovered items. This happens when you kill an enemy. Sometimes you'll get items for doing so. So we got hammerhead rounds 2. So we'll look at what we've got. Nothing I've picked up is better than what I've got right now. Well, this is better in terms of shields, but in terms of damage protection, no. Hurricane 2 does slightly less damage, but trades off for more overheat and more definitely worthwhile replacement. I don't need a sniper rifle, I'm not trained in them. Caden, just keep what you've got, my friend. We'll give you the scimitar. Oh, the hammer 2 is just better overall. It's just way better than what you were using before. Caden, did I check your... I think I might start cutting these equipment bits out after this. This is probably going to be the last one that I properly show. In fact, I'll probably just do that now, right? Actually. Okay, let's do our upgrade. What do I want to do? We're going to always put points in charm when we get the chance, every single time. Tactical armor basically is your defense. I am gonna focus on... You know what, let's focus on assault rifles just now. We'll put a point into there. And we'll work towards getting barrier, because barrier is very good. For you, Caden, we'll work on... Yeah, we'll give you a point. We'll work on getting you electronics. I want you to have electronics as quickly as possible. And for you, Ashley, we'll give you Adrenaline Burst. Very useful talent for you. Right, okay, let's go on. Let's progress. So the last combat area of this section of the game, this first tutorial-esque section, is here we have some Geth. We're gonna fall back up because that's husks. I'm gonna get the Hurricane 2 out. You know what? I turned this off thinking I was going to be a pro. Because I usually turn off aim assist. I swear I turned off aim assist. Combat difficulty, target assist, there we go. We'll put this up to high because I'm having difficulty targeting with this controller. I don't know what it is, but I'm having difficulty. I'm gonna fix that.
Shields down!
Right, so what happened there is he used his ability, which was like a shockwave, and it's overheated my weapon so that I can't fire it right now. And that is another, I completely forgot. If they do get into melee range, your shepherd will just whack them in the face with whatever gun. So that's the protein beacon right there. We're supposed to investigate it to end the mission, but before you do that, there is some goods that you can get. One of them is over here somewhere. Over here you have a technician kit, which gives you an armor upgrade, toxic seals, and a grenade upgrade. So what does the armor upgrade do again? 40% toxin resistance. It's not very good, in all honesty. And incendiary explosive basically just puts things on fire. 19 damage second for 5 seconds, so that's a good... Yeah, that's a good amount of damage, but... Yeah, that's a good amount of damage. So we're going to go incendiary explosive. Only you get grenades, by the way. Obviously, your squad mates don't get grenades. Imagine they were chucking grenades about the place, so we get a bit hectic. So only Shepard gets access to grenades, and therefore only Shepard gets access to grenade upgrades. Oh wait, is there anything up here? I actually don't know. Is there anything up here? No. Just wasted about 8 seconds of everybody's time. And here we go, we've got a storage locker with an easy decryption. Let's go. Pistol, assault rifle, and a sniper rifle. Good stuff. I'm going to start saving my equipment for pauses. More armor. Good stuff. Going to take all of that. Head over here. There's more. There's a wall safe over here, I believe. I've played this game too many times. Alright, so I'm quickly going to upgrade. Alright, we are upgraded. Everything's good. I think I gave Ashley new armor. And I gave Caden a new pistol. Right, so with this, we can finally end Eden Prime.
Normandy, the beacon is
This is
secure.
amazing.
Request immediate-
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch her. It's too dangerous.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
With that, we have completed the first section of Mass Effect, and we now have the proper first time to explore the ship. So this is the med bay. Not a lot to say, it's a med bay. Over here though, you can replenish your Medigel in between missions and get a codex entry. Nice to know. And here's the mess hall where we're still on the first deck. There is 2 decks to the Normandy. We're still on the first. Over here you've got Chakwas. Usually she's in there, but for now she's out here because, well, reasons. And you get your locker over here. So Shepard's locker will give you some stuff sometimes in between missions. So we get 2 assault rifles and a sniper rifle. And a codex entry as well. Here's Dr. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Now, this is the one and only time we'll be talking to Dr. Chakwas throughout the entire game. Because you get these 3 questions with her and then they just stay there for the rest of the game. There's only one point in the game where you get an extra conversation with her, and it's later on in the game, way later on.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Good go. Yeah. So that's probably the last time we'll be talking to Dr. Chakwas for a long time. Now, sometimes in between missions, you'll get new, like, there is a codex entry somewhere up here, but it's not unlocked yet. So it's a good idea to maybe do, like, after some key story events, do a round of the ship to check. And here we go, we've got Caden. Let's talk to him too. No, that's Ashley, my bad.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
I'm actually surprised that there is no Jenkins dialogue with Dr. Chakwas, considering the conversation you had before you went down into Eden Prime. It feels like that's a bit of a missed opportunity. I feel like Chakwas should have said something, especially considering Jenkins' attitude right before he went in, and how you were literally talking about how it's her job to, like, tend to you and keep you safe and all that. I don't know. It feels weird that there's no mention there. And you can tell that the Renegade and V's the Paragon, you can tell the differences in kind of personality.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Paragon points. We want the Paragon points. Yes. So this is the captain's crew that you get quarters you can just walk into, but it doesn't have anything to say.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Some nice quarters, I'm not gonna lie. So this is the mess hall where everybody eats and chows down. Caden, this is Caden over here.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck.
It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not gonna be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually.
But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
I was a regular Navy brat. I got a little more noteworthy than the folks expected.
Oh, that's right, the Blitz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet.
Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
Joker's waiting for you on the bridge.
And then after that, it's just... So we could go down, I suppose we will. We'll do it. Blech. But I'm going to cut this out. No, in fact, this is the one time I'll show it. Because I want you to understand why I'm not going to show it from now on. Elevator rides. One of the most iconic things about Mass Effect, the things that everybody loves universally, without a doubt, is the elevator rides. Nobody hates these at all. Right, okay, so this is the lower deck of the of the Normandy. So over here you have something that's kind of important. You have a requisition officer.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Okay, so this is basically a merchant on your ship.
You bet, Commander.
Very annoying that they placed him down in the bottom deck. Because I've finished the game, I have access to Spectre gear, which is the best gear in the game. Well, what we've seen here is the second best gear in the game. There is actually an upgrade to the Spectre gear that you can get later on, but right now, you can see it's astronomically expensive. at the minute anyway. So you can buy tons of stuff. We can buy something important, Medigel upgrade. Increases the maximum Medigel we can carry. That's very important. We're taking that. And grenades upgrade. And remember when I said about how it was important about how notice how some weapons and armor were built by different people? This is what I was referring to. The licenses will give you access to like Hanne Kadar. Like, so he has the Hanne Kadar license. And that's how he can have all this Hanne Kadar stuff. But if he wants other things, well, we're gonna have to actually like go. So we could sell some stuff. I'm gonna sell some pistols because they're quite bad. I'm gonna sell these Onyx armors. I'm probably gonna sell this high explosive grenade, and we'll probably sell a bunch of basic stuff here. We'll keep some of this stuff. Yeah, we'll keep all that. We're going to be getting plenty of money throughout the game, so don't worry about selling stuff. This is the Mako, another iconic thing in this game that no one hates ever. I actually like the Mako, so you can inspect it and get a codex entry plus some experience. Very good. And over here, this is where Ashley will actually be in the game. She'll be at this little table throughout the rest of the game. Caden will be where Ashley was. That's why I got Ashley and Caden mixed up when I approached them. And over here, you can actually equip Caden, your squad mates, off like without being in a mission. So that's quite handy. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lockers, which is indicative of how many squad mates we're going to have throughout the game. Down here in this little section is the engines for the Normandy. Some people here we can't talk to, but we do, and we do have a codex entry with a field integrity monitor. Grab that codex entry plus experience. And Engineer Adams, talk to him and we can get even more experience.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander. Shame about
Oh no, never mind, that is later on in the game, past a certain point. My bad. But yeah, that's it for down here for now, so I'll see you in 2 seconds when we skip this elevator ride. Oh, I bet you're glad I'm cutting them out. Okay, so that's everything on this little deck. Here we go up the stairs. We're still technically on the first deck, but we've got some... well, first level, I suppose. Now, I don't think we've got much we can do. We can come in here to where we spoke with Nihilus. I think there's a codex entry in here. Yep, to the FTL comm link. Grab that. Some little experience for you. We are going to do codex episodes where I'm going to go through the codex and they'll be completely skippable if you don't want them. This is the Galaxy map, but only the commanding officer can use that. We can't use that right now because we're not the captain. Got the Navigator Presley.
Glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
But that's all you really get from him right now. And then we've got another codex entry here. Grab that, getting lots of good experience. Coming up towards the bridge. There is more codex entries scattered about this bridge area, I think. Come up here, I think there's one over here somewhere. Not unlocked yet. So let's talk to Joker and progress.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
And here we are, in the Citadel. Citadel is essentially the center of galactic civilization across the board. Right, so we are going to end this episode here. We've went on for a little while here, and I think this is a good place to end it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode, and we're going to do a Codex episode, which will be skippable if you do not want to bother with it. But thank you, and then I'm going to end the recording session for tonight. It's the 20th of, well, now it's the 20th of January. It was the 19th when I started. It's 11 minutes past midnight now. So thank you very much for this being here for this first recording session. What episodes 1, 2, and 3, plus 3A. And I'll see you guys next time.